Hello guys, welcome to Insta Electronics. So in today's episode, let's take a look at a cute little CFL based bed light. So a couple of videos ago, I have shown you guys how this thing works, which is an incandescent bed light with step dimming. You can watch the video by clicking the I button up here. So this time it's the same concept, but this time instead of incandescent bulb they have switched to a CFL lamp. So this, you can see the transition coming, because back then early this was a kind of bed lights which uses incandescent. Then as time changes, it is now the CFL lamps, and at present we are having LED lights, which I will do another video. I do have a couple of LED night lights also. So let's take a look at how this thing works, because this thing has a little bit of secret inside on how the step dimming works. This thing has no dimming function, but this overall looks really tiny. And so without further ado, let's take a look at what's inside. So usually CFL drivers are much larger, but this time you can see the size is really small. This is how it fits in my hand. So let's see what makes this thing work. Both of these things are from the same era. This thing is much older than this one. So it has two screws on the bottom side, and obviously there is no marking whatsoever at all about the power consumption of this device. So two screws removed, and okay, so that is what's inside your circuit. You can pretty much see this. Okay, here it comes. See, okay, everything is falling apart. So you can see the circuit is really simple. It just uses a couple of resistors and a single capacitor, and that's it. And that resistor is not looking so happy there. See, it has been burned, so it must be dissipating a lot of heat, otherwise it shouldn't be looking like that. This is something interesting. If you take a look at this point right here, if I can focus on that, you can see the tube contains three terminals per point. You can see a total of 6 connections, and if you take a look inside, let me focus on that if possible. Let me turn this off. Okay, now you can clearly see that. You can see on the inside we have 3 connections. Two of them are connected to a filament, and there is one connection in the middle which is not going anywhere. And the same concept here, you can see it more clearly over here, right? See the 2 terminals coming through a filament, and the third one is just in the middle doing nothing. So, and also you can see the third one is isolated from other connections, and third one is connected separately to the other one. So let me just reverse engineer this circuit and I'll be back. So guys, I have reverse engineered the whole circuit, and this is it. It has an unknown capacitor. There is nothing marked on it, and it has a switch right here. You can see that is the switch. I'm just turning. This is the whole circuit. So this is the switch that we were talking about, and this is the capacitor that I was mentioning. It has no markings on it whatsoever at all. So let's turn the lights back off and zoom in. So it has a 20 ohm resistor right here. I'm not sure is that if it's a 20 ohms or is it a 200 ohms resistor, because the third band is burnt off. So it has an unknown value capacitor going straight to the 2 filaments. The 2 filaments are connected together, as you can see, and this side also is connected together and is connected to this resistor. on the other side it is connected to the capacitor. And this is the interesting part. The third pin, the middle pins, are connected to the opposite poles using a 47 kilo ohms resistor. So my guess is that these two middle terminals are used for the initial starting kick, because usually CFL bulbs require the initial sudden current discharge to initiate the glowing, and once the sudden discharge has occurred, the ionization will be occurring, and then the voltage across the filament is enough to keep the ionization going, and the ultraviolet light gets converted to visible light by the white phosphorus coating on the outside. So basically this is a circuit diagram for this whole thing. This is a neat little circuit right here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how simple it is to drive yourself a couple of CFL lights. So because from the size of this thing, I'm guessing it to be around a maximum of 2 watts, maybe 1 watt or 2 watts maximum. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all about the super simple CFL based backlight. Thanks for watching. See you in another video.